Hello guys and welcome to episode 1 Let's Play Leeds with me, DazzaFM. As you can see, this is Football Manager 2018, the beta. We are of course being Leeds, as I've just said, and this is a mini series throughout the next couple of weeks so we can all learn the game together, discuss what we like, discuss what we don't like, while in the process trying to get Leeds promoted. Obviously, the beta is all about finding bugs and so on to help the game improve, ready for when the main game drops. The main game, my save on that hasn't been released yet. It will be released very soon. The trailer is ready and I'm going to release it just at the right time. So keep an eye on my Twitter and everything so you can see when that drops. But let's get into the game and let's see the new features. So guys, welcome, episode 1. We are here with the FM18 Beta, which we've all been waiting for so long. But it's finally here guys, and in today's episode there won't be a game. All we're going to do is look at the new features. I'm just going to go through it. This is my first time on it as well. It's going to be my first look and first opinion. I'm just going to look at the new bits and pieces and go through each new bit. We're not going to go into any detail. We're going to go into detail along the series and the saves. So for example, the medical center, we'll go on that in a second, look at what it looks like, see what it could mean. But then when we actually come to use it in, I don't know, it could be episode 3 and that, we will go along discussing each bit as the series goes on and look in depth to more new features. Right, this is the squad screen as you can see, and we will click on, let's say, Kemar Roof and look at his player profile. As you can see, a lot of information on one page, but it's nice and neat, and first looks, it looks fantastic in my eyes. I think it's really smart and it's a massive improvement, definitely. Up here you have his biography, which tells you, where he's been, what he's done, appearances, blah blah blah. On the left here you have career stats. We have career stats on both these, but you can change these boxes for any one of these bands. Milestones, stats, contract, fitness, form. So say we'll put in form and you will get his last 5 matches, his form in that box. And you can change each of these boxes. So transfer state, you can change it with any of these ones to whatever you want, which I think is really cool. So how many do you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So obviously 10 boxes for 10 things. And then each one, to be fair, these are all good. They all mean something, especially the dynamics. You always want to keep an eye on that, especially your key players. Make sure, they've got positives, no negatives. See what their plans are. Are they want team to win a trophy at the end of the season? He doesn't want to leave. So it's a good way on just one page and keep an eye on everything that's going on with this player. So I think that is an amazing addition. Right, up next, guys, is the medical center. I don't know much about this at the moment. I did watch that video, but like I say, this is brand new to me as well, just as it is you. First looks of it, it looks a nice neat screen. It tells you the injured players at the bottom. If you go on risk assessment, I like this bit. It tells you the injury risk of each player. Is it low? Is it increased? It will tell you why. Is it... So yeah, I think you're going to have like low, high, and you'll probably get a medium in there as well. So yeah. That's really good, especially if you've got big games coming up or like a packed 2 weeks of fixtures, a block of fixtures coming up that are really important. This is a great idea you can look at, and if your star player is like high to risk injury at that point, you might think, oh, I need to drop in for the next game. And that's something which real life managers have to deal with, so you should deal with it, and now you get the opportunity to. So I think that is a fantastic addition, what I can see so far. And again, in maybe next series, the series after, we will come into this and look at it in more detail, and we will go over it and see what it's all about. So, but first glimpses, again, another nice, neat addition to FM18. So guys, another new page is the dynamics. You click on this and you get your dressing room atmosphere. You get the managerial support. Obviously, it's early days for me at the club. We've only just started, so there's not going to be that much on here. Considering in a few weeks' time, it will, the page will obviously improve. But here you get your top influences. So it tells you your most highly influential players. In Leeds' team, it's Stuart Dallas and Calvin Phillips. So they're two players that you're going to definitely want in your squad and getting into the games ready for Saturday. Down here you have social groups. We click on this, and I think this is brilliant because this definitely happens in football at every single level in the world. From your Sunday League team to your Premier League teams. You get social groups in teams where you have players who are obviously going to be better friends with other players. And in here you get this. And common sense, if you have a group of players that are more friends than another group, they're going to gel better on the pitch more than likely. So this is a page you can come to, see who gets on with who, and it can definitely help you out in getting better performances and better results out of your team. I think this is brilliant. Just looking at it as well, it's just so easy to see, nice and neat. It's a great layout, and it's just all there on one page. You've not got to keep clicking here and there to see what you want to see. It's just all there, and it gives you the groups. If we go on happiness, we can see here, look at that, satisfied, you get the smiley face, and it tells you on also training they're satisfied, your treatment, the club, the management, and playing time, and then the overall happiness. As you can see, at the moment we have no one unhappy. Everyone is happy and a couple slightly happy. But again, nice and big, a lot bigger, it's clear, and it just tells you all on one page. All you have to do is scroll down, see who's unhappy, click on them, and you can try and get that situation sorted out. So when it comes to the crunch times of the season, you know, you might be on a bad run or something like that and players are starting to get unhappy, you probably want to come to this page and get that sorted out as quick as possible to try and keep that morale in the team. Also here, obviously none yet, but you will get to see promises. So if you promised a player and that and you think, oh, I forgot about that, you can come to this page every now and then and it gives you the reminder what you've done. Right guys, the Scouting Centre. One of the additions that I've seen in the videos that Football Manager released, and one that I like the look of the most. At first glimpse, the layout is a million times better. It's fantastic. If you see here, you get the knowledge level of what your scout knows of that player, so he knows 52% of this player, and also a scout rating, which is 64. So it would be useful signing as it gets to a darker. As it gets greener, obviously it's a better rating, and the higher number, the better rating. And down here you can get a analysis report. You can keep scouting, you can discard, acknowledge it, add as a target, make offer, or add to shortlist. Also, just hovering over, you get to see the magnifying glass with the scout rating in. You get to see where he would come with your comparison of who you already have in the squad. Again, nice and easy. You're not got to keep clicking here and there to get it all done. You can got everything on one page that you need to think, right, I can make an offer here if you want to. And again, brilliant. You've got his abilities down here, current and potential, his estimated costs, and his interests. So obviously he's a bit dubious about if he would come. Again, that's really going to help you out when you're looking into buying players. Top right, as you can see, Leeds have 5 million. I think that's a very good budget, and I think it's quite realistic as well, so I'm happy with that. You have the scouting budget, but we're going to come to that probably in the next episode and go more into detail into that. We go on the player search. I've seen this again in one of the videos that they released, and look how good it looks. That is so much better. You've not just got them little, how do you say it, like here's like a nice thick line of player information. You don't need to click in to know what you want to know. It's all there. The mini pitch with the positions from strongest to the weakest within the colours, brilliant, absolutely fantastic. It makes so much better for viewing, and you just feel more comfortable doing it. And player searching, you can scroll down this for ages and learn about it, and I think that is fantastic. Easily, in my opinion so far, for one of the little screens, I think this is definitely one of the best additions in my opinion. Right guys, the tactic screen. One of the most important screens in Football Manager. As you can see, this is completely different and it's loads better. Again, the first view, it just looks a lot better. There's more information on this one screen that lets you know what you need to do for that match day. You can see down here you got recent match analysis, negatives and positives. That's going to be a massive help. I think that's really, really good. You've got obviously your player screen here where you can move to what positions you want, and player instructions are here or team instructions even. And again, these are all the same. I've just clicked these earlier. I just had a quick glance at this bit, but this is probably not going to be the tactic we use. I've just been messing about with bits and pieces. So again, you look at your team instructions. You've got mentality, the usual. There is 2 brand new player positions, roles even. We will come into them at a later date. Again, probably the next one when we sort the tactic out. We'll come into that again in more detail. And guys, one of the last things I'll show you is the social feed. A bit similar to the last one in 2017. That was brand new in that game. Again, it's just a good little addition. But apparently in this game, the social feed is going to be improved with better polls. There's going to be real life pictures, I believe, of like what clubs and that tweet out and that. But we'll have to see as we go on in the save what that's going to produce. But apparently it's going to be a lot better. So that'd be really, really good. If you go on to this way, you got your leagues in focus. It tells you information on all the leagues that you picked around the world. Again, you get that in the last game. This again is just a lot neater. And then the transfer window. It again tells you what you would have known in the last game, but again, just on a better page, and it just set out a lot more. It's set out a bit different, and it's just a lot better to view in my eyes. It's really, really good. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. Again, sorry that there's not been much. I just wanted to show you all parts of the new game, what's going to be happening, so you all know what's to come in the series when we go into more detail about them. As you know, Leeds is the beta save for the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to just carry on getting episodes out as quickly as possible while learning, and we can learn together, see if there is any bugs. If you have got a bugs, guys, report it. That's the only way the main game is going to be improved and be ready for release, is if you report the bugs. So please do that, guys, if you find anything, or even tell me what you think they are. I'll have a look at them, and I'll report them for you, because it's so important that people playing the game do that. So guys, I hope you're enjoying. I'll start rambling on now, and I will see you in episode 2, where we look at transfer targets. We may have already signed a couple, and the tactics that we're going to use, and what we want out of this season with Leeds United. See you next time, guys. Peace.